Yes. Welcome back to another episode of Let That Brew Quickly. Where we aim to, promulgate and proliferate our penchant for these wonderful teas and these brews, where we try to, bring, health and well-being to the forefront, of our consciousness, through the consumption of, these herbs and these fine teas, and try to make sure that they're being considered in our everyday lives. They're being considered and the steps we make in moving forward to being the best version of ourselves we could possibly be. Now today is a very special episode, obviously, because as you can see, we got one light thing there in the back that has the writing on it. And guess what? It's episode number 20. Now that's crazy. That's amazing for me. Starting this, taking a long break, coming back and realizing, hold on, we got 20 of these. Like, building up a small little catalog right now, So, I'm proud of myself, and I'm happy that whoever's still been on the journey with me is still on this journey. Watching the episodes, getting the feedback from my people. And it's amazing. I'm going to try and continue to keep pushing out these episodes, have some guests over soon, and just again, bring that health, that well-being, that tea, those herbs to the forefront. We're talking good herbs, we're talking good stuff. We're trying to make what leaves our lips positive, what leaves our lips, good, sayings, make it, be a comfort to people, make it be nice for people to hear, and for people to listen to, and also, just so you can, discover some stuff you might not heard of before, just like me. Like I said, I'm discovering a lot more that I've never heard of, and it's a wonderful thing. So number 20, episode 20, we here. I don't know if you can see that, it's kind of bright still, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll be alright. So before we actually get into the tea today, for episode number 20, we want to give you a Let That Brew quote of the day. And today's quote of the day is this: in times of uncertainty, let's be certain to keep our mindsets at full thrust towards maintaining or regaining the absolute belief that we will be in a better place at some point. No matter how long it takes, our mental discipline must tenant the house of progression. Let that brew. So that was the Let That Brew quote of the day. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope you can resonate with that. I hope that relates to you, because it surely is some uncertain times we're living in. It surely is moments that we feel uncertain of our futures, uncertain of even the next minute or two, or we're just uncertain of people around us. But again, we must keep our mindsets fully thrusted towards maintaining the belief that we're gonna be in a better place. You have to, or regain it. If you've lost that belief, we have to regain that belief that we're gonna be somewhere better. No matter how long it takes. That's the thing. But we have to keep the discipline, the mental discipline. And it must tenant the house of progression. So our discipline must live in that house, that progression house. We must stay in there and keep discipline towards something better. Keep our mindsets focused on that we will be somewhere better at some point eventually. Now yes, so for episode 20, we got a special tea today. Let's just get right into the tea. Let's see what we're gonna unbox today, what we're gonna unravel today, if we're gonna enjoy this one or not. So let's see if we're gonna unravel a nice tea today, what we're gonna unbox today. So today's tea is something a bit different. It's called Kusmi or Kusmi tea. The Kusmi tea, from France, Paris to be precise. And this is the Kusmi tea. They say that they've been blending tea for the last 150 years. Kusmi tea has created original, iconic recipes that are produced in the workshops in France all over the world. Kusmi tea embodies the beauty of blends and the joy of sharing. Now, this is the best of Kusmi tea, organic green teas. Now, I wonder what surprises we have wrapped in this Kusmi tea from France. You know, what surprises. So again, there's a few teas in here. There's a it's in a different language, so bear with me. Well, we've got the Boost Tea. We've got the Imperial Label Tea, the Lovely Morning Tea, the Vert Jasmine Tea, the Green Ginger Lemon Tea, or the Spearmint Green Tea. So again, this is a blend of many teas in one. So that's the Kusmi tea from Paris. Best blend of the green teas, but today specifically we're going to be having the Boost Tea. So let's hope that this Boost Tea really gives us a boost, and let's hope that we have a great journey, experience this tea from Kusmi. So yeah, that's the Kusmi tea from Paris. Bon voyage. Now let's get more into the tea now. Let's see the ingredients. Let's really see how this tea unfolds. Let's see what this tea is really about. Now, first of all, we noticed that the packaging is nice and green. I love a bit of green, just like Let That Brew. But it's also in many different languages. So the print is mad small. I ain't gonna lie to you, the print's mad small. So bear with me if it feels like I'm taking my time to read, because I can't really see. I not have my glasses right now, as you can see. Either way, we're gonna make this happen. So yeah, so we're gonna get into this Kusmi tea. Let's just open this box and see what is inside. Oh wow, there we go. Surprise! Look at this. Already now we have a multiple colored tea here. So again, this is the best of a tea. So this is obviously an assortment of teas in our box. This is an assortment. Today we're going for the Boost tea. I saw Boost and it has a special ingredient in it, hence why I'm going to reach for it, but I'll tell you that ingredient in a minute. Okay, so today out of the Kusmi tea from Paris, we're going to go for the red one. The red one is the Boost. Pretty fitting to its name. Red is associated with firepower, boost, piston engines, combustion. So hopefully this gives us a nice boost. So yeah, now this is the Kusmi tea Boost. Looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, it looks alright. Looks good. It feels good. Feels nice. The packaging feels quite good. It's a flavored blend of mate or mate green tea and spices. Now this is why we're specifically gonna get into this Boost tea, because there's an ingredient called mate or mat. I don't know if you heard of that. Yerba mat or mat, and the yerba mat is, again, we're gonna get further into that, but yerba mate or yerba mate, I don't know if you ever heard of that. I never heard of that until today, and now we're about to go and analyze what's really this yerba mate is really about. So first of all, let's crack this bag. Straight away. Oh, I'm proud of them already. I'm so proud already. Look at this bag. This is what I'm talking about. Now, I was doubting them instantly. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, wow, Kusmi, like yerba mate. I was like, what's that? Now, it's probably one of them dusty teas again. But look at this bag here. Straight away, we can clearly see what is in this clearly, and it doesn't look like a bag of dust. Finally, a tea that I've never tasted that's come to me and doesn't look like a bag of dust. All right. It looks amazing so far. It looks brilliant. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so happy about this. Like instantly. And when I burst the bag, the smell was incredible. Like instantly, the smell was amazing. You can smell some sort of. I can smell cardamom. Let's actually read what exactly is, because again, I just read about the yerba mate and just said, yeah, that's the one, because I've never heard of that. So let's see what's actually really in this Boost tea. So it says it's got the where's the English? Because again, it's in like 50 different languages. So it's got the mate, they just call it mate, yerba mate, spices, ginger, cinnamon, cardamom. I knew it. I can smell the cardamom instantly. And 40% green tea, 11% natural spice flavors. Well, I don't know what that is. You know, we don't really like all of that natural spice flavors. Like, be more specific. But that's fine. You know, we ain't gonna stress them out too much. But again, bag looks amazing. Let me really actually pre it. Wow, look at that. You see one of the cardamom seeds right there. Look at that. You can actually see the cardamom right here. This camera always kind of gets a bit, it's more better with the zoom, but you can see it right there. And you know, we got the cinnamon bits. Yeah, this is good. Extremely happy with this. We got the cinnamon bits, and the bag, it doesn't feel like a silken tea bag, but it definitely feels like this will infuse the leaves in a good way. It definitely feels like this is about to be a good infusion that we're about to, you know, experience. It definitely does feel, you know, it looks nice. It looks very, you know, it looks full. It looks like there's enough. It looks like there's enough to have a good cup of tea. I'm so happy about that, honestly. So again, so far, thus far, you know, experience thus far, proud, very happy. They've, you know, come and you know, put the ingredients in the bag, and it feels amazing. Honestly, it feels amazing. Now we're gonna take the liberty of, you know, cracking this tea bag, even though once again we don't really need to, because we can clearly see what's in it. We don't even actually need to crack it. Well, we'll crack it for the camera's sake, you know, just for an aesthetic point of view. And yeah, like, we'll see what's going on. Now, you know, there's no instructions of how to really pour the tea. It doesn't give you like instructions of, you know, what temperature the water should be at. So I'm just gonna get to the pouring. Again, you know, I'm quite familiar with the cardamom. The yerba mate, never heard of that, so I don't know if that's a leaf that will burn easily. I don't know if you should let the water cool down. I don't know if you should, you know, and I haven't, again, we're gonna do some research here together. I haven't poured that before, so we're about to find out together. But thus far, looks amazing. Packaging's quite, you know, simple, basic, really, nothing really special. But you can tell that they say they're world tea, because even when you look at the box, you know, they've got you know, many monuments from around the world, the Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberties, and what else is on there, you know, a lot more monuments. They have a Big Ben there, so you know, they're really trying to cater to, or really trying to push that narrative of being a worldwide tea. So, you know, big up Kusmi Tea for that. So anyway, let's just get to the pouring, because again, I said I don't know how, you know, what temperature this should really be at. So we're gonna just get straight to the pouring of it, and you know, see what that does now. Now, straight away, you know, it's looking good. It's looking good. You know, it's got that sort of, what do you say, peachy. You know, it's not really too much of a crazy, amazing color. Looks pretty dull, if I'm honest. But again, you know, we don't judge the color of a tea, and you know, you try and prejudge it and say, oh, because the color's not great, that it's not going to taste great, because this might taste absolutely amazing. I'm not gonna lie. So again, so yeah, we're not gonna judge it too much. So while that's brewing, we're gonna leave that to brew for about 2 to 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Again, there's no instructions here on how to brew that. And while that's brewing, we're gonna get into some of the ingredients of the Kusmi, the Kusmi tea, Paris Boost flavored tea. We're gonna get some of the ingredients now. First of all, again, we already said the ingredient that I'm really, you know, looking forward to find out about is the yerba mate or yerba mate. I don't know. So what that means, I don't know. You know, how, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, if you know more than me, please, you know, like I said, feel free to hit me up and say, yo, my dog, yeah, I do it wrong. Anyway, so yerba mate apparently is from the shrub of a flower. What I do know is that from research, previously, is that the yerba mate, or the mate, is native, is more of a South American plant from Paraguay or Uruguay, somewhere in South America. It's mainly grown. And some of the benefits, apparently, according to the Healthline, first of all, it says, what is yerba mate? What is yerba mate? Yerba mate is a herbal tea made from the leaves and stems of the Lex paraguayensis plant. Now, I tried to find something online that's pronouncing it. No, I couldn't find anything. So, we're just gonna call it the Lex P plant. There's no rules. Just let that brew. And the leaves are typically dried over a fire and then steeped in hot water to make the tea. So the process isn't too unfamiliar like most teas. Yerba mate is traditionally consumed from a container called a gourd, and sipped with a metal straw that has a filter at its lower end to strain out the leaf fragments. So this metal straw with the filter, I'd love to pause. I don't really sip from a straw, but I said, that seems very interesting, but yeah, the teas seems very interesting. And wow, if we look at that yerba mate, it seems like the bags are bursting. Really looks like it's bursting through, and yeah, it looks amazing. I can't lie, actually. Like, now that I'm looking at it, even though it wasn't great in color, but the movement of it, its formation, the way it's moving and falling, in the bag in the water, actually looks quite great. And again, those leaves and those herbs are combusting, it's expanding. Hence why before you pour the water in, you don't see a lot. You think it's not a lot, but they will expand and grow like some of the other teas. So anyway, let's get back into this yerba mate. Sharing it from its traditional gourd or gourd is said to be a sign of friendship and bonding. Love that, friendship and bonding, because good friends aren't too easy to find these days, because they're everywhere. People call them man friend. So if I give you some yerba mate, best know that you're my mate. If you're a woman, you could be my mate. If you're a man, you could be my mate. Yeah. So anyway, some of the benefits of the yerba mate, or the Lex paraguayensis, is it's rich in antioxidants and nutrients. A lot of we've heard of the polyphenols. You've been through this. We haven't heard of the saponins. These are bitter compounds of certain anti-inflammatory and cholesterol lowering properties. That's amazing. What else? Interestingly, according to one older study, the antioxidant power of yerba mate tea is similar to that of green tea. So they say it's got green tea in it already and yerba mate. So, make your mind up. We're kind of confusing that one there, what it's called. Yerba mate also contains several other important nutrients, including vitamin C, riboflavin, and vitamin B6 and thiamine. Plus, it provides some potassium, calcium, magnesium, and a lot of other, good stuff, iron included. However, the tea does contain small amounts of these nutrients, so it's unlikely to make a large contribution to your diet on its own. This is why I stress the importance of just going a little bit deeper. Don't just be like, oh, good benefits. Yeah, no, because there's some things that, it just says it could be packed with all of this stuff, but it might not be efficient. And efficiency is everything, especially things that come in small packages could be very, very efficient. It says yerba mate is an antioxidant powerhouse that contains many beneficial plant compounds and nutrients. It also says it can boost your energy and improve your mental focus. So maybe this is why the Kusmi tea called it the Boost Tea, because it says it can boost your energy. It says it's something that we might not like. 80 milligrams of caffeine per cup. Yerba mate contains about the same amount of caffeine as a cup of coffee. Maybe this was the wrong tea to be drinking when I'm about to, call it a night after this. Now I'm gonna be up. Who knows? I might shoot 2 or 3 of these tonight, due to the yerba mate. Therefore, just like any other caffeinated food or beverage, it may increase your energy levels and make you feel less tired. Oh gosh, And guess what? It's like 2, 3 in the morning right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. But hey ho. Caffeine can also affect the levels of certain signaling molecules in your brain, making it particularly beneficial for mental focus. So again, the yerba mate from South America can help you focus mentally. If you're someone that struggles with focus, yerba mate might be the herb you want to reach for. But again, it says it contains benefits that might not have a lot. Might not be efficient, because even though it's got a lot of this stuff, don't mean it can really help you. Additional research shows that if you consume the yerba mate often, it enhances alertness, just like a cup of coffee. However, these testimonials have not yet been scientifically proven. So man, I just talk hearsay. It's just hearsay, man, just saying stuff, but it's cool. Thanks to its caffeine content, yerba mate can help increase your energy. Yep. Also, another benefit of yerba mate is may enhance your physical performance. We did a tea last episode that could help your physical performance. I feel like the caffeine is a powerful, very, very powerful, has a powerful movement in this yerba tea. Since yerba mate contains moderate amount of caffeine, those drinking it can expect similar physical performance benefits. Fair enough, makes sense. Caffeine, it does boost your energy. So yerba mate increases your body's reliance on fat fuel during exercise. It may improve your muscle contractions and reduce fatigue, all of which may contribute to a better physical performance. So again, yerba mate, instead of drinking only per caffeine, all that Coke and all them, energy drink and Red Bull and all of them thing there, how about you get some herbs, some yerba mint, some yerba mate, herb, and try and implement that, something with a lot more beneficial, things for you. It also says that the yerba mate may protect against infection. Yerba mate may help prevent infections from bacteria, parasites, and fungi. Some older test tube studies found that a high dose of yerba mate extract deactivated E. coli, a bacteria that causes food poisoning symptoms such as stomach cramps and diarrhea. The certain compounds in yerba mate may also prevent the growth of the type of fungus responsible for scaly skin, dandruff, and certain skin rashes. So once again, you want that smooth, you want that butter, like I was telling you. Remember the smooth yerba mate, that's your herb. Just like the guava leaf, the yerba mate, if you want the, because I know certain of you ain't washing your pillowcases. I don't know who it is, but some of you ain't. So again, the yerba mate may help relieve that dry skin, or relieve rashes and etc. Nevertheless, most of these studies were done in isolated cells. It's currently unclear of the benefits. Yerba mate may have some antibacterial and anti-parasitic and antifungal properties, but again, we need more research. It may help you lose weight and belly fat. Now, a lot of the herbal teas are going to help you lose weight. A lot of them are going to burn fat and help you, be better in that aspect. So if you someone feel like you're getting a bit chubby, maybe yerba mate is what you need. Some research suggests that the yerba mate help support the weight management and could be effective for reducing body weight, belly fat, and body mass index. Okay, so to summarize, the yerba mate may boost your metabolism and increase the amount of fat burnt for fuel. This could help you lose weight, if you're somebody that suffers with that. Also lowers your blood sugar levels. Again, a lot of tea lowers your blood, and may lower your risk of heart disease. There's a way of preparing it. Traditionally, like you said, they put it in a container and suck it through a straw. Pause. It's commonly sit through metal straw at that. I don't know why. We again, go deeper into why is it a metal straw? Why not a plastic straw? Why not a paper straw? Who knows? But it says a metal straw. The tea is often served with burnt sugar, lemon juice, or milk, and can be topped off with hot water several times before using new leaves. Again, it's a good tea when you can make at least 2 cups with the same bag. If we're making 2 cups with the same bag, we know we're in a good ballpark. Now, another ingredient. So that's the yerba mate, man. Good, dive deeper into the yerba mate. But also, again, yin and yang. Remember, we talk about yin and yang. There's safety and side effects. Yerba mate is unlikely to cause harm to healthy adults who drink it. However, those who drink it regularly may be at increased risk of several conditions. Study shows that drinking large amounts of the yerba mate for a long time may increase your risk of upper respiratory and digestive tract cancers. Now that's some scary stuff. Moderation, people. We emphasize moderation. You know, something may be good for you, but too much of a good thing may not be good for you. Too much of anything may not be good for you. So again, you know, the yerba mate or the Lex P plant, Lex paragraphinensis plant, it may, you know, risk of upper respiratory and digestive tract cancers. One possible explanation is that it contains some things which are known carcinogens. Take time with it. That's all we ask you. Let's take time with it. Yeah, it also often consumed at very hot temperatures. This could damage respiratory digestive tract line, increasing your risk of cancerous cell formation. However, some compounds in it may protect against other types of cancer. Yin and yang, the battle for health. So whilst it may, you know, form some cancer cells, it might protect against others. That's the yerba mate. You know, it's got caffeine related side effects. Again, you coffee drinkers, I'm sure you know, contains caffeine. Too much caffeine can cause headaches, migraines, and high blood pressure. Pregnant women should stay away from the yerba mate. Maximum 1 cup. That's it, 12 ounces per day. You know, to summarize, the bottom line is, you know, frequent consumption isn't great. You know, in moderation, yerba mate may not be suitable for everyone, and drinking it regularly at very hot temperatures may increase your risk of certain cancers. However, this beverage also contains various beneficial compounds linked to impressive health benefits. If you'd, you know, want to give it a try, start slowly and make sure you let it cool a little before drinking. I'm so glad I read that, because we're there talking about let it brew for 2 to 3 minutes, and that will still mean, you know, it'll be a hot tea. So I'm so glad I read that. You know, if you're gonna consume the yerba mate or the Lex paragraphinensis leaf, make sure you don't drink it too hot, and make sure you don't drink too much of it. Moderation, people. Let's boost and preach moderation. So again, that's the yerba mate. Dive more into that. I've never heard of that. I hope that was enough info for you to, you know, get your fix and feel like, you know, if it intrigues you enough, and that's a great thing. So now let's get into a few more benefits. I mean, a few more ingredients. Let's get into a few more ingredients of the Kusmi tea from Paris, the Boost sachet in their assortment. And another ingredient in the Boost is cardamom. But again, I've gone through cardamom, ginger, and cinnamon in many other teas. You know, in a few other teas, I've gone through cardamom, ginger, and cinnamon benefits in other teas. I put some episodes here where those, you know, the benefits of those ingredients were discussed. Hence why I went in more depth with the yerba mate. You know, because that's something we've never heard of. But you know, cinnamon. Try and, you know, find some things on cinnamon. Let's just get into cinnamon, and then we'll leave the cardamom and the ginger. You know, but these are evidence-based benefits. Some benefits, it contains powerful medicinal properties. Cinnamon, again, we love a bit of cinnamon. Everybody knows we love some cinnamon. The last year I did the Harrods Feel Good had cinnamon in it. What else? A lot of teas I've done had cinnamon. Cinnamon is a spice, and it's made from the inner bark of trees, scientifically known as the cinnamomum. So we call it cinnamon, but the scientific name is the cinnamomum. Bet you never knew that. It has been used as an ingredient throughout history, dating back as far as ancient Egypt. It's used to be a rare and valuable, you know, was regarded as a gift fit for kings. Alright, then these days cinnamon is affordable, widely available, and yeah, you know the rest. Also, it's loaded with antioxidants. It may have inflammatory properties. It could protect against heart disease. It may improve some key risk factors for heart disease, including cholesterol and high blood pressure. It could improve sensitivity to insulin. That's interesting. Insulin is one of the key hormones that regulate your metabolism and energy. So we're talking insulin, diabetics, it's all in the same picture. However, some people are resistant to the effects of insulin. This is known as insulin resistant, a hallmark of conditions like metabolic syndrome and type 2 diabetes. While more research is needed, some studies suggest that cinnamon may be able to reduce insulin resistance. Again, so if you're diabetic, cinnamon may be good. By increasing insulin sensitivity, cinnamon can lower your blood sugar levels and support better blood sugar control. So again, that's very, very, very good. It helps lower your blood sugar level. We've said cinnamon may be beneficial, and have effects on neurodegenerative diseases. So some of you got disease in your brain. Sorry, some of you need some neurologic help. Yeah. Neurodegenerative diseases are characterized by progressive loss of the structure of the function of nerve cells. Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease are two of the most common types. Certain compounds found in cinnamon appear to inhibit the buildup of a protein called tau or Te in the brain, which is one of the hallmarks of Alzheimer's. However, these effects need to be studied further. So again, this could be helpful for a lot of us got older family members who may be suffering from Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. We've all been around some, and the cinnamon can help, and it may protect against cancer cells. Can prevent bacterial and fungal infections, just like the yerba mate, and it may have antiviral properties. So once again, to summarize, it's a good tea. A good ingredient, cinnamon, and it's more affordable now these days than it used to be. It has a higher level of antioxidants, and again, it's better alternative, which can be found in some special stores. So yeah, that was like some of the benefits. We didn't go into all of it, but we went into the benefits of the main ingredient, the standout ingredient of the the Kusmi tea, which is the yerba mate. Again, if you've never heard of yerba mate, I don't know if I'm saying it right. I wish someone could correct me on that. So let's really have a look how this brew's going. Let's just give it a little dabble. Make sure we get all those flavors really. Now instantly, look at that. Bit cloudy. That's fine though. But instantly, the look at, we see the bags combusted massively. The bags become really combusted, and it really, it's filled out, almost half of the capacity now of the sachet. Now, it smells amazing. That cinnamon is really strong. Now, it's definitely cooled down. As we can see, it's not as hot. It's not piping hot. Again, looks like a green tea colory. Looks a bit brown. Looks a bit, don't want to say it, but So let's just get right into the tasting. Let's just not even do the long thing. I'm gonna get right into this tasting of the Kusmi tea from Paris, the Boost Tea flavor in their assortment of their best green teas. Here we go. Let's have a taste of the Kusmi Boost Tea from Paris. Let that brew.
RealTalkRiddims.
The thing is, I don't know what yerba mate or yerba mate is meant to taste like, so I'm just gonna go and feel like, we're just gonna be drinking this for the benefits of yerba mate rather than the taste, because all I can really taste is the cinnamon and the cardamom. Can't even really taste the ginger. To be honest, it's a bit flavorless. I can't lie, it's a bit flavorless. It's smooth though. It's very smooth. I think the sachet, I wouldn't say silken sachet, but you know, it does look biodegradable. It does look, you know, like a well equipped sachet to infuse the tea. I feel like that, you know, contributes to the smoothness of the consumption. As far as taste, like and feel, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit average still. It's a bit average. Like some teas, they don't taste great, but they feel amazing. Like we know that some teas, it's like, nah, it didn't taste good, but then you get little hints of some of the ingredients, little kicks of this here and there, or you feel something like, you know. But this, if I'm honest, I think they hyped it. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they hyped it. I feel like I'm really trying to taste something. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not impressed. I'm not overly impressed. I'm really not. Like, you literally get a tiny kick of the ginger at the end, but I feel like that's because it's just at the bottom. As far as like, it doesn't really taste like anything. Don't taste great. You know, again, that is smooth. But you know, I feel like I was so happy. You know, with the sachet, it looked good. It was, you know, had all the, you know, it had all of the, you know, the constructs of what you would think would be an amazing tea. It had everything in the blueprint. Good sachet, you know, the packaging felt good. It didn't feel like cheap plastic. You know, it says it's from around the world, 150 years of brewing, but it just tastes like you man started this the other day. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit basic-y, very basic, very, very basic. I cannot lie to you. Yeah, I ain't really got mine. Yeah, I ain't really got much to say about that. I'm not gonna lie. That was a bit of an anti-climax, if I'm honest. That was a bit of a disappointment. That tea there wasn't amazing. Again, you know, it says, you know, it says the yerba mate is you know, it's meant to be shared with friends. It says it represents friends and bondage, and I just feel like I wouldn't want to share that tea. Like, once again, I wouldn't want to, you know, that's going in the back of the cupboard. That ain't something I'm gonna bring out real quick and be like, yo, bro, try this Kusmi Tea Boost thing. It's got the yerba mate herb. Like, I'm not gonna say that, brother. I'm gonna, yeah, nah. I feel like, yeah, it's not great. Unfortunately, I feel like we're gonna have to go ahead and, you know, give this a rating. You know, so for me, the Kusmi Tea Boost flavor out of their range from Paris, unfortunately, is Let That Brew disapproved. Reason being is, you know, it talked a good game. It had all the good things that we would have wanted to see in a tea. It had an amazing bag. We can see the ingredients. It wasn't full of dust, but you know, when it came to the taste and the feel, it just wasn't given anything special. Literally was bland. You know, again, maybe due to the yerba mate herb, because they did say they dry them out, you know, and steep it before they, you know, drink it cooler. Maybe because it wasn't hot enough, I don't know, but it just wasn't given enough for me. It didn't really have much of what I want in a tea, which is, you know, the feeling in your gut, or at least something to taste, you know, beautiful, amazing on your palate. That tea didn't have any of those things for me, but in its defense, it was very smooth, you know, and I'll give it that. It was a smooth drink, went down nice. The packaging, as far as, you know, how they placed the herbs in the sachet was good. You know, I was happy with that. And, you know, again, this is an assortment, so there's more flavors. So let's hope that, you know, the other flavors are, you know, are good. They've got other flavors, so we're not gonna knock Kusmi tea, but we're definitely gonna knock, you know, that flavor in particular. But they have come with a herb or an ingredient I've never heard of, the yerba mate, sourced originally in the South American region of the planet. And that was the Kusmi Boost Tea from Paris, and that's that. So I hope you enjoyed, you know, that episode of Let That Brew number 20. We're gonna keep going as long as we can, you know, as long as we have a little life in us, we're gonna keep going. That was number 20, and you know, let's just remember the quote of the day, talking about, you know, uncertainty. You know, if we are uncertain of you know, whatever we're uncertain of, let's just, you know, and I was uncertain of that tea, but you know, my instinct and my gut was prove me right, sorry. But you know, if we're uncertain, let's just make sure we keep, you know, those thrusters on. Let's keep those engines going. Let's keep the pistons, you know, moving, pedal to the metal, and let's go full forward into, you know, maintaining that. And or if we've lost it, we have to regain that hope, that belief that, you know, we're gonna be in a better place, you know, and we have to discipline our mental, try our best to discipline our mental and keep it in that house of progression, because it has to stay progressive, people. So you know, I hope you enjoyed number 20. I'm still, you know, I'm a bit excited, I can't lie, you know, I'm a bit happy, like, right, 20 of these, that's wild, you know. It's not a lot, but it's a lot for me, you know. But that was Let That Brew quickly, episode number 20. Stay tuned, stay locked, you know, more teas, more people sitting down, you know. Let's keep this health, you know, aspect of our lives going. Let's try and really promote all the good stuff, you know. Let's speak good words to each other, man. Let's stop the violence, the animosity, the resentment. Don't resent your mother, your father, you know. Keep the peace as much as you can, you know, like, you know. And let's keep the uncertainty and the doubt, let's throw that out the window. But Let That Brew 20, peace, we out. Let That Brew.
RealTalkRiddims.